ear and hearing care. This is the diagram of ear, as you can see. The first part is the outer ear, the middle one is the middle ear, and at the end you have the inner ear. So these are the parts of ear. The outer ear consists of the pinna or auricle or external auditory meatus. The middle ear consists of small bones called ossicles. The inner ear consists of cochlea and the semicircular canals, which is responsible for balance. Next slide. Now let us see what are the causes of hearing loss. The causes of hearing loss are premature birth, delayed birth cry, rubella, syphilis, drugs. So these are the causes which we see during the pregnancy. So mother should be very careful in order to so that the child may not have any problems or any infection during the pregnancy, may affect the growth and development of the baby. Mumps, measles and meningitis, ear infections like CSOM, drugs that damage hearing, example ototoxic drugs, then excessive noise like noise-induced hearing loss. It leads to noise-induced hearing loss like working with noisy machinery, loud music, gunfire, explosions may lead to noise-induced hearing loss. There are two types of hearing loss. One is conductive hearing loss and other is sensory neural hearing loss. This is the graphical representation. This is called an audiogram, wherein we can see the frequency and intensities. Sensory neural hearing loss, the problem is in inner ear. So both the AC pathway as well as the BC pathway both are affected here. So there are different diagnostic tests done. One is audiometry, the other is impedance audiometry, OAE and BERA. So this is a diagram showing the BERA test, wherein we can find a hearing threshold and we can also know the function of the auditory neural pathway. These are all the team members, the ENT specialist, audiologist, special educators, social workers, psychologists. All of them should work in hand to diagnose the hearing problem. The ear care, ear and hearing care, what we have to take is do only use medication in your ears that has been prescribed for you. Do use clean towels to dry your ears. Do not put anything into your ear. Do not try to clean your ears with hairpins, toothpicks or anything else. Do not let any water go into your ears. Do not leave cotton wool in your ears unless told to do so by a health worker. So how could you prevent this is there are three types of prevention. One is primary prevention, secondary prevention and tertiary prevention. In the primary prevention, basically we know the cause of the deafness. In the secondary prevention, how to eliminate the cause, how to reduce the cause of deafness, that is by early identification and doing newborn hearing screening. In the tertiary prevention, we focus on the treatment or management by providing hearing aids, speech therapy, auditory training, auditory verbal therapy. Then how can we make awareness in the community is by public awareness campaigns, in local clinics. We can use posters, tell about the importance of ear and hearing. We can also train the health workers and tell them the need of ear and hearing. We can also tell teachers, make them aware of the importance of cleaning their ears. Thank you.